Hello, this is Zach, the Storytelling Dragon, coming at you with part two of The Basement. Hopefully not a trilogy, hopefully it'll just be a duology. I am currently trying to build a set upstairs. I have some books coming in that will make it look very pretty, so we're just waiting on those. But until then, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite series, Dresden Files. I always have this with me, that's why it's a little dirty, but it's one of my favorite series of all time, and it is just a very special series to me because it is something that has helped me with my mental health a lot. I always have it talk about it with my therapist and all that stuff. Harry Dresden, well, some might find him some might find him a little bit annoying. I find him personally a very wonderful role model overall. I think he is somebody who is always trying to do the right thing, and that is what I love about the character. And he's just, he's one of those people that is always true to his morals and true to how he wants to help the world and all that stuff. And no matter what the obstacle is, he will always try to stay to that template of trying to be a good person. They even have the whole Harry Dresden's tombstone, died doing the right thing. Not that he's died yet, but I mean the villain made that for him basically as like a haha, but that's something that Harry will always go back to and think about, and it's how I want to kind of how I kind of worked through my own problems and stuff like that by doing the Dresden series. And also Michael Carpenter is a wonderful character. At first I did not like Michael at all because I grew up in a very religious, with one mother who was a very religious, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Bible Man or something like that. By the way, if you don't know what Bible Man is, don't look it up. But if you want to know, it's a very stupid clashing of Power Rangers and Star Wars, and they're trying to make it work for like the 90s kid audience. But yeah, stupid purple and gold armor. But yeah, so I thought Michael was gonna be just this character who is like this very two-dimensional character who is just your basic paladin, like, aha, virtue and justice. And no, that is not how it is at all. In fact, I like how Jim puts it, that like he tries to like have Michael be very much true to his morals and his take and his thing, and he tries to be a good person to everyone. And just how I really much enjoy how Michael can be friends with Harry and can be friends with basically anyone. And the fact that his face does not get in the way of that, I very much love. And then also something that really just blew me over the water when I read it was light spoilers. I don't think this is anything a major, but eventually you'll find out that there is an agnostic who is a Knight of the Cross, and has, and Dresden will go to him like, so, all right, so dude, you were met by an archangel, and he gave you a sword, yes, and you still don't really believe that they're a thing. It's like, well, I don't know, they might be aliens. So I like the fact that he's just wanting to do this because it helps people and it's to do the right thing, and it's not really about, labels and stuff like that. And I found that very empowering. I found that very inclusive. I guess is the right word I'm looking for, because it just really just kind of shifted my whole worldview about how I think um, about religion and faith-based characters in books, I guess. And I just, if on the off chance Jim Butcher ever sees this, I want to thank him for that, because that is something that I have never seen in a book sense, or other than Dresden. So I think I just think that is a wonderful way to just showcase that. And let's see here. This is going to be a very rambling, off the cuff video, very much in the style of Brian Lee Durfee. Welcome to the greatest show in the universe. But yeah, this is, and now we're having the point where my head is like, oh, this whole video is hot garbage. But we're pushing through because maybe this will help somebody who wants to make booktube videos or something like that, and they're just like, who am I to make YouTube videos? I'm no one, whatever. I don't have a voice. No, you do have a voice. You can make this, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to have fancy editing. It doesn't need to have a big bookshelf, even though there's, trying to show the bookshelf. Where's the bookshelf? There's the bookshelf. But what I'm trying to say is that, you don't need to have that. You can just be a guy with a phone, because that's what I'm doing right now. And I'll probably be switching to my webcam upstairs. But regardless, you can do it, and it doesn't have to be, super crisp and super clear. Even though my booktube channel is very fledglingly small, I have met so many wonderful people, and so many lovely people, and it's been just a wonderful experience, and it's just one of the things that just make me just have faith in humanity, because I any other part of the internet is just toxic and crap. But booktube, for whatever reason, the vast majority of people are lovely, and that is very special to me. Let's see here. What else? So yeah, so if you haven't, definitely take a look at Dresden Files. There are some people that feel like there is a bit of a male gaze aspect to the series. Me personally, I never really got that aspect of it. I think it helps. The audiobooks help mitigate that feeling, because there are definitely some books where I get that vibe sometimes, but if it's there, I don't think it's intentional or anything like that. I think it's just Harry's in a first person perspective, and when you are, as a person, you are just going to have a billion thoughts going through your head all the time, and and I don't think he ever tries to, and I think that is also one of his factor that he's always trying to be a good person and trying to do this. So he's trying to, he does know his flaws. He's very aware of them, and he is trying to be a good person and trying to, he's just doing the best he can with the tools he has, and just the support network that Harry slowly gets throughout the series is fantastic to me. And I I think you could check out Murphy's videos or Croc the Book Guy's series on Dresden Files. And you know, just yeah, just keep in mind that book one is very much Monster of the Week, but as the series grows, the characters and developments grows. It's kind of like the the Jonathan Mulberry Joe Ledger books. Can't use words today, but yeah, it's very much like, it's just one book is not, it's the series is only okay by book, but the series becomes amazing as as a whole, I believe. And yeah, it gets a little bit overly long, but it is still a wonderful, if you love the characters, and there are many strong female characters, particularly Murphy. I love Murphy. Carpenter, the Carpenters are always, both Molly Carpenter and Charity, her mother, is also fantastic, and you have some wonderful immortal characters that are, they just are really villainous and stuff like that. And then yeah, and I could go on and on about it, but I just, to summarize, I guess, through this long and rambling video, is that I just really enjoy just the vibe of Harry always trying to do the right thing, and always trying to be a good person, even when that is a detriment to himself. And I really feel that. I really feel that of Harry, and I really relate to that personally. And it's one of those series where it is so close to me that I have a hard time kind of putting it into words. And so I hope in this long and rambling way you feel that. But yeah, and I think if you wanted to start with it, just, don't expect a masterpiece book one. It grows in its telling, and it's one of those that you just kind of got to enjoy the ride. And by book, 15 or so, you'll have some very emotional moments. And before that too, book 7 had some really good ones, and book 3, it's one of those where you just get invested into the characters, and you just want to check in with them and see how they're doing and stuff like that. And yeah, and so I'm very much looking forward to the new Dresden book that is going to be coming out relatively soon. He's almost done with it. And I hope he continues making it, and maybe a little bit faster. But yeah. So I think that's where we're gonna end this one. I'm gonna play this back and think it's hot garbage, but if you see this, that means I was brave enough to put this up. So this is Zach, the Storytelling Dragon, signing off. Bye bye.